teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Kept it and he's past the mark. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to
There he goes. Pass attack. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Dropping back, it's Duarte. Looking deep. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
No doubt, and when you're playing cover 2, you got 2 safeties deep that account for the whole field, right? I got half the field, you got half the field. So they do a great job. You have to see and have good vision on the quarterback. You got to make sure you're breaking on the football. How about the strong safety spinning down, doing a good job seeing the ball and going and getting it.
He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Ducks. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Duarte. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. The offense changing the play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Working that left side now. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Ducks want to move quickly.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Card in the backfield. It's Perry. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive.
What's up, man?
And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. So after getting into the the end zone on that last drive. They're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Downfield, it's Duarte. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Cradles it at the 35. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The RPO, it's complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Polk. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
And he strides his way into the end zone. guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
Nah, I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. At the 35, he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Duarte. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Complete in the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown Seminoles. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Going to try to get it himself. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Finds his man. It's Perry. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 21 over the Stallions. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Looking for a man. It's Duarte. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. They're working that left side. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, and just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
Defense might bring the house here. Wants to throw. It's Duarte. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Oh, they're after him. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They kick it away on 4th down. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The hand to the running back. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air, it's Duarte. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed in 2 straight incompletions. A big 3rd down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Looking to get it in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Those 3rd downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up 1st and goal.
And the Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Noles!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21.
Oregon, 35. Florida State, 21.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. They go to the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Fires to the big fella. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. A first down for the offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's got the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Second down, he'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time, they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll ride his man on the option. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 32 over the Stallions. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Line getting set on second down. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds space on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to. There he goes! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Grab behind the line. It's Perry. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll hop it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Duarte. Here's the pressure. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward.
He tries to take the top off. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Duarte. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Fights off a defender. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's fourth down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this fourth down conversion.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. A designed run for the quarterback. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
And the Knowles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Duarte. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's got him.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The power of Austin Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. They'll try to run for it. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it.
And this is a no-brainer. It's fourth down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different looking team than what we saw earlier.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Kennesaw State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Finding open areas. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. From the gun, the ground game. At the 20, he's got space. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
Rocky switch. White 16, Rocky switch. Check, check. Red 70, black saw. Red 70, black saw. Check, check. Blue 27, patio. Blue 27, patio.
Trying to get the corner. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Duarte. Using his feet to buy time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple.
Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Noles!
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finishing touch, courtesy of that 75-yard run to the end zone.
60, set to kick this one away.
The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season.